Time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check three. Kill. Kill. Turn up. Go. Switch.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll set up a throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
We got this. 1st down, Dolphins.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Let's go, B. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 24 is the mic. Time to go night-night.
Now back to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9 now. Brought in over the middle by Grant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They were looking for Johnson that time. They go counter with Breida. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. 2nd and 1.
And Brown's got it for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. This is taken at the 18. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
24 is the mic. So we got man.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
24 is the mic. Check pass. 24 is the mic. 3 bud. 24 is left.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
24 is the mic. Watch this flip.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
But no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield, he gets this one to Johnson. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
61, matchbox, right.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's caught by Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Mayfield looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. The first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So we reach halftime. Decided game so far as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. To throw, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yep. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking deep here for Ebron. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mayfield looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Mayfield now. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Mayfield, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run with Breida. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. This is Breida. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Brown, 34 yards. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge? Don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence.
Wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 81 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw again on second down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Dayon Buchanan. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Tight end right, tight end. Pistol. Hey, Foxtrot. 52, watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. This is Johnson. He's got it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
A gain of 6. And the Steelers.
Point it right.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Mayfield brings him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And again, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Mayfield on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Avery Moss in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. You tighten up.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for the Dolphins, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's loss number 3 for them on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.